everybody, Matumbo back at you with some more standard here in Magic Arena. Now, I know what you might be thinking, hey, this deck looks similar to yesterday. Well, it's slightly different. Yesterday we were playing a Sultai Mutate deck, but today we're going to play a little bit of Abzan. Now, the difference, obviously we took the blue out, we're adding white, and you may see some other colors, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. Real quick before we do dive into this deck, I would please urge you and please thank you in advance if you could go like and subscribe to my channel. It does wonders to grow the channel, and it helps the YouTube algorithms, bring me up to the top so more people can see my content. Also, if you could leave a comment, let me know what you would like to see in future videos. Maybe if you have a deck similar to this, or if you'd like to see any changes made, or things that you may have changed yourself. That would be awesome. Leave those comments below as well, and hit that bell icon so you know as soon as my videos go live. With that being said, let's take a look at this Abzan deck. So we made a few changes to to our early drops. Obviously taking out the blue. We did take out Baby Godzilla, obviously, so we need a 2-drop replacement for that. And what a better replacement for that than this Essence Symbiote. Now, whenever a creature you control mutates, we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on it, and we're going to gain 2 life. So that's a pretty good replacement. It gives us another creature that we're able to actually mutate early in the game. And of course, do want to highlight we are using the same companion as yesterday because companions are busted, and especially Umori. Letting us play our creatures for cheaper is always a good thing. So this is more of a go wide strategy as opposed to yesterday just kind of just getting in there all at once. We're not playing the end race forerunners anymore. We're playing more mutate cards that will allow us to actually just, like I said, go wide, put more creatures on the board, and then just beef those creatures up. So we are playing 3 copies of Cubwarden. Cubwarden, whenever we mutate, we're going to get 2 1/1 lifelinkers. This guy also has lifelink, so it's kind of cool. But this is what we're really trying to do. We're trying to get as many mutations onto a Cubwarden or something that already has a Cubwarden on it. Hopefully like a Paradise Druid, since it's hexproof. That's always something that you want to do in decks like this, is if you can put something on a hexproof creature, that way they can't remove that creature, and you're always going to be getting these benefits every time you're mutating. So we're gonna be playing Cubwardens. We're gonna be making a bunch of 1/1s, and then what we're gonna do is we are going to play this Huntmaster Liger or King Caesar, depending on whether or not you're into the Godzilla lore. Now, when this mutates, he's gonna give all of our creatures +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of times the creature is mutated. So if we have a bunch of creatures in play, and we're playing this Huntmaster onto one of our creatures for, let's say, the 3rd mutation, all of our creatures are going to get +3/+3. So that's going to be huge because our tokens that have lifelink are going to get +3/+3, and we're going to be swinging. We're going to be gaining a ton of life, and it's really going to be hard for them to recover. So we're going to keep, the other cards, like the Dirge Bats in here, the Gemrazers, for enchantment and artifact removal. This is for planeswalker and creature removal. Now, one thing I do want to point out, and I've been watching a lot of streamers and a lot of YouTube content that happen to be playing mutate decks, especially recently. This card has flash. You can mutate at instant speed. You can cast it at instant speed. But a lot of people, they're ramping up to the 6 mana so they can actually mutate onto something and kill something, and they're just slamming it down. Obviously, you don't necessarily always want to do that. It is something you do to save for their combat step or their end of their turn. So please remember that if you are playing Dirge Bat, it does have flash. So also the Greathorn, obviously we want to get these lands. We want this big payoffs for Starrix always. This is a 6/6. He's a beast. Literally he's a beast, but he's a 6/6. He's a body. He's going to put tons of permanents into play. He's a huge payoff. And this is part of the go wide plan. If we do have a situation where they start killing our stuff, this Boneyard Lurker mutating, he's going to return permanence cards from our graveyard to our hand. So not only will it get back, creatures that they may have killed early in the game, but this is also bring back like our Fabled Passages in order to help thin our deck out if we need to do that. He's going to serve a lot of purpose here because everything in our deck is a permanent. So if we mutate, if there's something in our graveyard, it is coming back to our hand. And like I mentioned earlier, you may have seen some additional colors other than the Abzan. However, these 2 legendary mutations. These do mutate for just the Abzan colors. So the first one we're going to look at here is Snapdax. Now he mutates for 5 mana, and whenever he mutates, it's going to deal 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker, and we're going to gain 4 life. That's huge. You know, hitting for 4 and gaining 4 is huge, but also he has double strike. So if we get to actually put this on a Cubwarden, and we're going to be double striking, and we're going to be gaining 6 a turn just from him. So that's, I really wanted to play around with this card to see if he was good or not. And as well, this Nethroi, Biolante, again, Death Touch Lifelink for a 5/5. He mutates for 7, and whenever he mutates, we can return any number of creature cards with total power 10 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. So if they manage to Wrath and we have a mutate that has a bunch of stuff on it, we can actually play a small creature like a Grazer, mutate this onto it, and then just get a ton of stuff back. So that's really what we're looking for. So look at the same mana base as yesterday. We just really switched out the blue for the white, and we're going to give this deck a try and see how it plays out. Again, our mutate deck from yesterday did so amazing, not only play wise, but also the video did amazing. It's our best video so far. Please, 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 you know, we want to keep this going. We want to give it a shot. Let's see if mutate can just keep guiding us the way we need to be going. So all right, let's get to the gameplay, and then at the end of the gameplay, we will have a wrap up, and we'll talk about what we liked about the deck, and we will see you then. All right, well, we're gonna try out this Abzan Mutate deck. Mutate yesterday worked really well for us, so let's see what we can do today. This isn't the best. Zerda, which one's Zerda? And I don't really like this. We're gonna mulligan. Unfortunate, but we are gonna keep. Don't really need that little guy at this point. Not unless we're gonna be dropping him on turn 1. This reduces the costs. All right, well. Yep, you are living the dream over there, buddy. This is going to be a tough match. No attack, huh? Well, I guess. And we are gonna go ahead and try this go wide plan. So we're gonna be able to make 1/1s. He's gonna be able to make 1/1s. But I think we're going to be able to keep up with him. I mean, he is going to have the benefit of having, you know, Zenith Flare, but we are going to have to kind of get under it with a... we need a symbiote down and gaining life and pumping creatures, so... Okay, so... Luckily for us, we are going to feel like we're going to be able to do this. We're going to go under. Oh, wow. And he conceded. Interesting. I feel like that was definitely an early scoop, but we will take that win any day. All right, so this Abzan plan, I feel like maybe will work. You know, like we covered in the video, we're more on a go wide plan. We want to make a lot of 1/1 life linkers. We want to potentially pump them up, and then just get in there with a bunch of creatures. Villain. All right, definitely something we're gonna keep. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, so he immediately knows we're on Abzan. And I feel like this is more important, honestly. I feel like we're probably going to get thought erased, so... or agonizing remorse, or whatever it is. Oh, okay. So... let's go creature. Pretty much any draw is a good draw. We're just gonna get in there. I mean, we are presenting lethal. He can deal 4 damage to everything, but he's still gonna leave us with the Umori. That's if he has the, okay, so he doesn't. Okay. It's unfortunate. Definitely should have searched out land. So he does have to chump. Alright. So if he has another connive concoct, that's really not going to do anything. I think. Okay. What's the worst he could hit here? I would like to just see him go bottom, bottom, bottom. I guess Agent of Treachery. Yep. Oh. Okay, whiff. Whiff, and that's the game. He didn't hit anything. Wait, what? Oh, we still won, but he shouldn't have been able to hit that. Oh well. So even though that was exiled, he can bring that back? Interesting. Okay, well that's something I guess really didn't matter, but it's good to know in the future. So in the normal reminding that I try to give you guys every day, if you're gonna be sitting at your desk, you know, if you're gonna be playing games all day, especially since we're quarantined right now, please make sure you're hydrating. Like, you want to drink as much water as possible. What you should do, honestly, if you have a soda, just go dump that soda out. Go dump that soda out and go get some water. So much healthier for you. If you're not a fan of water, go buy some of the, like, the 0-calorie Kool-Aid packets you can put in there. There's just so many different things you could be doing than putting some of that stuff in your body. So this is not a hand we want. All right, we're gonna maul. I think we have to keep this. And I think we are gonna put back. Honestly, we could just put this guy back. I mean, yeah, if we draw land here, it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, this will actually ramp us up a little bit. Okay, so we're playing a control deck. Gemrazer would be really nice here. No. let's go get black mana. This will be a pretty good match. So, a lot of chump blockers. So do we want to ramp out of this? I think this is fine. Chump chump. Yeah, I don't really know what to think about this matchup. This is going to be tough. I don't really mind him bouncing this here. Yeah, so let's start getting some. I mean, let's do it. So him having like a Wrath type effect is probably going to be the end of the game, but especially the fact that he could do it at instant speed. Oh, I might have no. Okay. Oh, Thakaya. Interesting. We could hit for 12. I feel like we need to get rid of this Teferi. Yeah, you can have that all day. That 2 life you're gonna get. You have something for 1 mana? No.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
I think we only have forests left in our deck, so might as well just grab one. We're not going to play anything, though. So I definitely feel like we're probably going to see minimum an Elspeth Conquers Death here. If not a Wrath. Oh, Dream Trawler. Okay. So, with the Dream Trawler, let's think. Do we have to make him chump block? I think the answer to that is 100% yes. Let me do some math. An 8 mana, potentially 9. This is 5, and this is 3. Yep. So we're gonna pay life just in case. We are going to mutate onto this. Definitely over. So you are chump blocking, my friend. And I don't think we are going to Well, let's see. Okay, good. I was trying to figure out if we needed to put anything else on top of that, but don't think we needed to. All right. Well, good game, sir. Yeah, Mutate is just it's an interesting mechanic. You know, it's easy to remove the creatures, you know, assuming we're not putting stuff on like a Paradise Druid. It's easy to remove those creatures that are not Paradise Druid or that have Hexproof. But if you're able to just leave and land two mutates onto one creature, you just get some unfair advantages. All right, we're going first. We don't have any early drops. Everything costs 1,000,000 mana. We're gonna mulligan. We are going to keep this, unfortunately. All right, we won't even count this. We won't even count this game. Again, he probably just no land into a no lander. Didn't want to play with 5 cards. I don't blame him. How many of you guys have actually learned anything from the tooltips between the loading screens? I can't say that I have. Again, this is not a hand we want to play with. This is also not a hand we want to play with, but we have to. A decent draw. Decent draw. Not the best draw, but a decent draw. So, black-white lures? Okay. Out comes the Whisper Squad. That's a really interesting card for being a common, honestly. Especially the fact that it comes into play. Not bad. So when this dies, you get a 1/1. We're obviously not blocking this. So. Well. Feel like we have to get the party started. Whisper Squad. Yep. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Because what we're doing, we don't care about. We're gonna go under. Yeah, we're not gonna attack. Next turn, we're gonna be able to bring out this Starrix. Oh, you know what? That's kind of dumb. Just realized. You can just replay the ghost form. Derp-a-derp. So let's keep it coming. This time we're going to go over. Oh, we did it, guys. No attacks, because we are about to get a big swing. I like the fact that he's constantly replaying. All right, what do you do about this, buddy? These are some big cats. This is a big attack swing. Yeah. Good game, man. Good game. God, that is... Again, Paradise Druid having Hexproof. Just being able to have enough time to just really gather your thoughts and just get in there. It's kind of like, you know, charging up your lasers. Yeah, I'm really excited to just to see what the next set will bring in regards to mutating, maybe. All right, opponent's going first. We do have cards we want. I think we keep this. Mono white or just flyers maybe? Yeah, I think we... Okay. Oh, good news is we didn't get attacked for a turn. We are going to potentially... Okay. That's 2 turns of not being attacked. All right, we're going to pay some life. And we are going to do what we do. Make some life linkers. Next turn we can... Yeah, next turn we can actually play Starrix. Okay, so we're taking 3. Not a big deal. 3 damage is... You do have to worry about counter spells, though. I think we're gonna get a black source here, just in case. So, does he have counter spells? Let's find out. Let's find out. We're not going to do anything with our Cubwarden. Okay. Was that it? Is that really all that we were doing? Okay. I mean, if he bounces, he bounces at this point. So, Rally-A-Wings, was that really the only thing that we have to worry about? Okay, no Rally-A-Wings this time. We know that. Alright, well, Starrix or... Oh, definitely going under with this. Make some creatures. And then we will... Let's get in here. I think we are gonna risk getting an attack. I think we are going to attack. I feel like we want to take the risk here. Okay. We're going to gain some life. So if he has 2 Rally of Wings, I think we lose. But I mean, if you got it, you got it. And he has it. Unfortunate. Maybe should have thought about dropping that, but oh well. It was a good match. That was a good game. You can click a graveyard or exile zone to browse its contents. So what are your favorite cards from this set? I'd really like for you to, if you have made it this far, please let me know in the comments below what your favorite cards from Ikoria are. Not just the mechanics, like the actual card itself. Is there maybe a deck that you have played that you haven't seen anybody else play? Oh, we're going to keep this. This is going to allow us to ramp. We need to... We need to hit a Dirge Bat pretty quickly. So this puts it into play tapped. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Over. So if we can hit another land, this is gonna get kind of nasty. Wait. We need another. Oh, never mind. Okay, good game. I don't understand that, but all right. So also, what do you guys think about the... What do you guys think about the new FNM they're doing virtually? Are you guys participating in that? Do you get your codes maybe from somewhere else? All right, so we could turn one Grazer into really nothing. So we're gonna mulligan. This is the exact same hand. We're gonna keep. We're gonna put back a bat, and we are going to say go. Let's get us a forest. All right. Perfect draws. All right, is it... Oh, what is this? Yeah, we're just gonna do this. If you want to lock us down, feel free to lock us down, sir. Could surveil also. Okay. Interesting. Land. That's not a land. think this is worth it. Is it worth it? Well, let me work it. Put my thing down, flip it in, reverse it. Can't be blocked. That's, well. Fortunately for us, though. No attacks. Fortunately for us, though, you're not going to be doing anything to this Cubwarden with your Etrata. Nope. It's got that Hexproof. I'm probably never going to play another creature again. Oof. Well, that's not good. Do you have to do this? So on the plus side, all right, well, we are going to we're gonna get us a swamp. Under. And we will sacrifice one of these for the greater good. But gaining 12 life here is pretty nice. Okay. Might be game next turn, honestly, if we can land another one of these. And do it again. How low can you go? What's he looking for? Maybe a Ritual of Soot? Ritual of Soot's pretty good. Not gonna lie. That's not that good. So, these guys are gonna be freaking huge. Sure thing. You are surveilling up a storm. Yep, good game. Wow. Those guys would all been like 9/9s, all with lifelink. Yeah. That's... I wish you wouldn't have conceded. We could have actually seen how that turn would have played out. But good game to you. Alright. Total War. Will this game be Total War? Opponents going first? You could tell because they're not here yet. What's the percentage that they're playing red? I feel like the red players kind of are slower to get to the table because they don't really understand what's going on. And then they just, I mean, they just throw up all over you. The red's hard to beat. All right, here we go. So, I feel like we probably have to keep this. This is not one of our explosive draws, but it does allow us to go turn 2 to turn 3. So. So let's see if we were right about Okay, well they do have some form of red in their deck. We're gonna go get a Plains. We're gonna Plains and then... So what are they playing? Alright, they're playing the cycling deck. So everybody is on some form of cycling, Jeskai cycling. It is what it is. So, yep. Cycle, get 2 tokens. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna offer them the trade. It's gonna offer them basically trade their board for mine. Let them leave back a 1/1, but that's really good too. Okay. So that is a lot of dudes. They're gonna get in for 5? They probably should. Yeah, luckily for us, we're gonna go over. Definitely think it's time for them to do some chump blocking. No. Okay. If we can hit a... And how many cyclers I have? 2? It's gonna start being big. And we're gonna take 4. We're not gonna block here. Block 1. So he doesn't have enough. Yeah, he doesn't have enough cards in his graveyard for a crazy Zenith Flare. Yep. You can Zenith Flare one of the tokens. That's if you cycle. Oh, okay. Interesting. I like it. He actually cast Frostveil Ambush. Interesting. So the good thing about that is, though, is now that's one less card draw he's going to get out of his deck. So no blocks. We'll take 6. Okay, so that costs 5, right? Okay. Okay. So depending on what he has or potentially plays, we should have lethal. May not have lethal, but yeah, if he Zenith Flares the symbiote, what are we killing here, guys? Sure thing. Now we are feeding his graveyard. That's the only thing of note. We got some beefy boys. Beefy. Good game. We were just going to gain too much life for him to recover from that. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Welcome to the wrap-up. Now, again, like I had mentioned earlier, how our deck yesterday did amazing in the gameplay. This deck also killed it. We went 8-1. Now, I know that's a lot of games. We typically don't play that many games, but we had a lot of just random concessions. You know, like a couple minutes in, didn't really want to count those as games, wanted to get some more games in. And since we just kept winning, we just kind of kept going. We had that one loss against the blue-white Flyers deck, and it was really close, but you know, it is what it is. So with that being said, what did we like and what did we not like about the deck? So what we liked about the deck, I feel like the obviously the Cubwarden. The go wide plan really worked. I really like that. I feel like maybe we should bump that up to 4. The Essence Symbiotes were amazing. They put our creatures out of, you know, kilt range a lot of the times whenever we actually got them going. And you know, other than that, the other mutate creatures worked great. I'm kind of glad that we cut the Grazers down to 3 as opposed to 4. But you know, other than that, you know, the cards do what they do. Now, I was a little underwhelmed, obviously, with Snapdax. There was, I believe, just one game where we actually got to use him effectively. We didn't really get to play him that much. And the Nethroi, the Biolante, we actually never really got him in play, I don't think. So he wasn't. This could be probably anything else other than this. But we wanted to give a Mutate Bomb a chance to see what it could have done. I feel like this would be better in the deck if we had the Forerunners still in, because if they kill a Forerunner, this will actually let us bring a Forerunner back, plus like maybe 1 or 2 small creatures, and then we just kind of go crazy with that. But I don't think this necessarily belongs in this deck, especially since we're playing the Boneyard Lurkers. Boneyard Lurker worked really well, I feel like. You know, we did do a lot of Fabled Passaging with that. And the game with the, I believe there was a game with the Dirge Bat that we actually got back. So yeah, so this is a different take on yesterday's deck. It worked really well. I'm super happy that we decided to give this mutate mechanic an extra chance. And you know, we might even look into doing something along the lines of maybe a mutate deck that doesn't play green, but I'm not sure if that's going to be actually viable. I really feel like you do need green for mutate to be viable because of the Migratory Greathorn. That card in itself, just being able to ramp, is huge. So we'll have to maybe play around with it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this deck again in the comments below. You know, let me know what your favorite mutate cards are. Maybe let me know what your favorite mutate interaction has been so far. Maybe you've had some kind of crazy mutation, you know, that I haven't seen. That would be awesome to hear about as well. So yeah, so just if you don't mind, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, do everything you can to help grow the channel. We do want to keep making great content for you guys. And again, I do want to remind everybody to stay safe during this crazy quarantine times. Make sure you're social distancing, not only for yourself, but for your friends and family. You know, everything we do is super important during these times. So with that being said, I would like to let everybody know to have a great weekend. You know, have a safe weekend, have a happy FNM if you plan on playing the FNM tonight in the arena. And until then, we will see you guys next time. Y'all stay safe.